Hi and welcome along to AFTV Transfer Daily, the show that keeps you up to date with players that have been linked with a summer transfer move to Arsenal. I touched on this one yesterday and more news on it again today, and that's about Aaron Ramsey. As I said yesterday, after his game against for Wales the other night, he said that and he was really looking forward to getting back to Arsenal to work with Unai Emery. Reports coming out today that Arsenal are to offer him a brand new contract, which is great news. The contract is said to be worth around about £170,000 a week. Not too bad if you can get it. Will be a 4-year deal and will put him on par with some of the other big earners at the club like Aubameyang and Mkhitaryan, etc. And Arsenal are hoping that this will be enough for Ramsey to turn around and say, I'm staying. And maybe he's known about that already, and maybe that's why he was saying things like, I'm looking forward to getting back to work and that. And maybe this contract stuff will get done earlier. And that would be great, because the last thing we want, as I said yesterday, is another Alexis Sanchez type situation where it goes on and on and on, and he maybe goes into the season without signing a new deal and we don't know whether he's staying or going. Let's just get this nailed down, get Ramsey signed up, and then move on and start concentrating on the people we need to bring in. Similar sort of thing goes for Jack Wilshere. And a lot of reports today that Unai Emery is going to be sitting down with Jack Wilshere as well and saying to Jack Wilshere, listen, this is the new deal. Let's get this signed as well. Let's get you over the line and signed up as a new Arsenal player. And I'm hoping again that one gets done, as I said yesterday. It's these guys, I think, are very important players. Whether, I saw some of the opinions yesterday on Wilshere and a few saying, let Ramsey go. I'm not with that. I think that it's important to keep these guys that have got the heart and soul of Arsenal within them. They've been at Arsenal for quite a long time. They know all about Arsenal. It's good to keep a few of those guys still here at the club. I agree that there's other players that need to be shifted out, but these two players in particular, for me, should be signed up, and we need to keep them. And I'm hoping that that gets done, and both of those players are signed up for the new season under our man Unai Emery. Now, a lot of rumours flying around today. Some of them I'm a bit sceptical about. Now, this is the first one. Jan Oblak, the goalkeeper for Atletico Madrid, brilliant goalkeeper, exceptional goalkeeper. We saw him when he played against us in the Europa League. He's absolute top draw, the Slovenian. There's a lot of rumours going around with stories coming out of various outlets, including the Daily Star, who are going very heavily with this one today, that Arsenal and Liverpool are both trying to sign Jan Oblak. Now, is this based off of anything? I mean, I read the story that they've done, and I'm like, is this based off of anything apart from, are you just basing it off of the fact that both clubs need a goalkeeper, right? We know Liverpool, 100%, they need a keeper. We know that. We know Arsenal need a keeper. We need to upgrade now on Petr Cech and Ospina. But Jan Oblak, he's got a release clause of £88 million. Now, with our budget, at the moment, whether it be 50 million, 60, even 100 million, we're not going to blow all of that on a keeper. And Atletico Madrid will probably stick pretty rigidly to that, release clause, because they know they've got a world-class goalkeeper. Why let him go for anything cheaper? So I'm very sceptical of this story. It sounds great. It'd be great to have, a player like Oblak at Arsenal. It'd be just what we need. It'd be perfect. But even me, with the person that I'm saying, give, Emery loads of money to spend, I just can't see him outlaying nearly, £100 million on a goalkeeper. It's just not going to happen. So I'll be very sceptical of that rumour going around from the start today. This one's a bit more realistic. It's concerning a player plays for Sampdoria. Lucas Torreira, his name is. He's a defensive midfielder. And there's a lot of reports coming out of Italy that Arsenal, alongside some other teams, including Napoli, are interested in Lucas Torreira. He's got a release clause of £22 million. Impressed last season, and apparently Arsenal taking a look at him, interested in him. It definitely looks like Arsenal looking at a defensive midfielder. We saw the other day that, you know, Arsenal just missed out on a late bid to try and bring in Fabinho to Arsenal. So that shows that they are looking at that area, which they certainly need to do, because it's something that we've lacked for a long time. I don't know a lot about this guy, to be honest. All I'm reading is that he had a good season last year, Lucas Torreira. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see what happens with that. He's been linked with a strew of other clubs again. Linked with Liverpool. They've just bought Fabinho. Why would they buy him as well? You know, they've got Henderson. This is why you have to be careful sometimes of some of these links. Sometimes it's agents putting it out there to try and, you know, get the price off of their player. They're all kind of tricks going on at this time of year. But Arsenal linked with him today. This next one, quite interesting. Concerning a young player, again, we don't know a lot about this guy. It goes by the name of Yacine Adli. Youngster, plays for Paris Saint-Germain. He's only 17 now. He's a very, very talented player, very, very highly rated over there in France. However, PSG offered him a new deal, and they want to sign him up because they definitely see him as one for the future. But he hasn't accepted that deal yet, and there's a lot of talk around that he's going to join Arsenal, and that he wants to come to England and join Unai Emery. That Emery's had a word with him, and he obviously knows Emery from his time at PSG, and that he'll maybe come into England to join him. And as I said, Yacine Adli is looked upon as a very hot prospect over there in France, and PSG will be very disappointed to lose him if he does come over. Of course, a very young player. I was laughing, right? I was chatting to a mate of mine about this one, and he described it as not Yacine Adli, but Yacine Aldi. He said it's a typical Arsenal signing. We're going to Aldi to get our players. I said it's not Aldi, it's Adli. But it's supposed to be a hot prospect, and if that's true, and he does end up coming to Arsenal, again, it's starting to show the power of Unai Emery. I was on Talk Sport last night with a Tottenham blogger, and he was talking up Mauricio Pochettino and how great he was, and I had to stop him and say, "What's Pochettino won?" And he was like, "Well, your guy that you're getting, he won the league in France. Who couldn't do that?" I said, "Yeah, hold on. He won the league in France. He's won 3 Europa Leagues with Sevilla, right?" I said, "Tottenham, what have you won, right?" So let's not underestimate this. We've got a good appointment as manager here in Unai Emery. It's just, are we going to give him the tools to get the job done? Or should I say, are the board going to give him the tools to get the job? Because speaking to fans, I've been out and about all week, and every time I'm running into fans, it's a very positive response on Unai Emery. So at the moment, I think everybody's excited to see what he's going to do next season, but we've got to give him the tools to get the job done. But encouraging that this guy is seemingly having a lot of faith and saying that I'd love to come and work for Unai Emery. Even I was reading the other day that Kylian Mbappe of PSG, their mega signing, was saying that, Unai Emery's improved me. He made me a better player, and he was already a hot player. So interesting times at Arsenal as regarding to that. Now, this next link, I nearly... I was drinking my coffee. I was like, what? I nearly spat my coffee out. I was like, what? Mario Balotelli. Remember him? Mario Balotelli being linked with a move to Arsenal today. Of course, he's playing over in France at Nice. We know he used to be at Man City. He was at Liverpool. He's been a nightmare in his career, letting off fireworks in his flat and all kind of shenanigans. However, he did have a pretty good season last year. I think 26 goals in all competitions. He's just got back into the Italian national team, scored on his first game back, and looks like he sort of turned over a new leaf. He's still only 27, Balotelli, and we all know that Balotelli is a really, really talented player. It's just his head's gone. You don't know what this guy's going to do, what he's going to get up to. If he was a person who concentrated on his game, he could be absolutely brilliant. He could be like one of the top strikers around because he's quick, he's strong, he's got a great eye for goal, but he just never seems to be concentrated. You know, I mean, you'll have one brilliant game and then the next 3-4 games he's just in his own world and he comes back again. Would Arsenal take a risk on Mario Balotelli? He's been heavily linked today in a lot of outlets, I think because they know that people will be like, what? Right? He's also been linked with moves to Dortmund. He's been linked with moves to Marseille. But Arsenal coming up, I don't even know where he'd fit in because, as I said, we've got Aubameyang, Lacazette. You've got Welbeck potentially in there. Look, what's going to happen with Lucas Perez? Is he going to come back? We don't need Balotelli. I'm not having this room. I'm sorry. Mario Balotelli at Arsenal. I just couldn't see Unai Emery, who's supposed to be quite a disciplinarian, putting up with Balotelli's shenanigans. Although, what some of the stories out of France are arguing is that Unai Emery was, watching him and very impressed with him last season at Nice. I'm not sure about this Mario Balotelli rumour, but let's wait and see what happens with that. But I wouldn't worry too much about that. Can't see that happening at all. If I could be proved wrong on this one. It'd be really funny if I was proved wrong and you guys are playing back this video, but I just don't think so. Mario Balotelli, no, I'm not having that. And the deal for Socrates, that is, I'm saying this every day, but it could get announced this week. From what I'm hearing, that's all but done. Liechtenstein as well, that's all but done as well. It looks like the two old-timers going to be coming into Arsenal to strengthen us at the back. So let's see what happens over the next few days with that one. Thanks for watching the show today. See me here wearing the new Unai Emery t-shirt. If you want to get it, check out our shop. It's going to be on sale. You can pre-order them, I think. The Unai Emery welcome shirts. And don't forget, AFTV are going to be doing the World Cup. If you want to get all of your information on the World Cup, which starts very soon, 14th of June is the first game. Keep it locked here, as well as all of our great Arsenal content. We're going to be doing a lot of special stuff around the World Cup as well. Thanks for watching the show today, and we'll be back tomorrow.